The thing about suburban life is that it's irrevocably that, suburban. No real action unless you stay in a crappy neighborhood with its fair share of domestic violence now and then. All the neighbors who don't have garden services mow their lawns on Sunday. The non-churchy crowd starts early. There goes any hope of sleeping in, especially if you live in a high-security complex. At this point, I will pause and say this. In sunny South Africa, you're truly blessed to live in a security complex. The chances of being hijacked right in front of your house is relatively slim, and you can even dare to forget a door or a window open during the night. The place called South Africa gives the word suburbia a whole new meaning. What we see on television as quaint neighborhoods where children play in streets and people stand on the sidewalk just casually chatting is far removed from the reality we live in every day. It's like the beautiful, perfect 10 well-groomed women in every other film we watch. It's only like that in the movies. Driving down a normal suburban road with houses, it's not a strange sight at all to see high fences, security bars and gates, electric fences, and horses that are actually dogs. The entire country looks like small Fort Knox empires in rows. I sometimes think the richer you are here, the less sleep you get. We were born under an apartheid regime in South Africa, and while I fully agree with some of the reasonable arguments that state how terribly wrong that was, I also look at the trail that the Rainbow Nation is leaving on a once fully functional and well-maintained piece of land. At the erroneous risk of being a slight bit political, I will say only this. Shit used to work, shit doesn't work anymore. It hasn't for years. But I digress. Boredom is a terrible thing. It can happen even when you're really busy and seldom have time to relax. Boredom with life itself. Mundane cycles that chase you around and ever so round. Our family has never had set routines. Everyone kind of does what they please, and as long as they get done what needs to be done, it's fine. But at this stage of the fight, we're all just really sick of here, South Africa. We've traveled the entire country, seen every province, been there, done that, and we're washing the cars with the t-shirts. And with South Africa being new, it's easy to see the gradual decline of everything that was once stunning. The roads are unsafe to travel on. Barring the huge potholes everywhere that more resemble manholes, you stand a good chance of being killed in your car by cops and criminals alike. Still like to travel? Methinks not. As we were reduced to watching travel videos on YouTube, we came across a video of Mr. Putin, the Russian president. He always used to spark my interest, as we know very little about the man or his country. Then a video popped up on Sochi, the holiday city on the southern border of Russia. A light bulb above my head went on, but more resembled the light of the sun rising again. I said, "Let's move to Sochi." I doubt we were ever in agreement more. It just felt right from the very word go. Running away from problems has never been our first approach to anything, but since we have absolutely no inclination or desire to find reasons to stay in our own godforsaken, crime-ridden country, it just makes sense to leave. And it'll be the perfect way to counter the ghost of eternal boredom that has been haunting us for eons. It took us over 40 years to get bored with this country, so I think we're covered from now until we're really old. Ever hear the expression, Google is your friend? In this instance, we've become intimately acquainted. We've been on Google for many hours since that day. Proper research is the only key to a land far, far away that you've only seen either on the news, which is probably fake, and the aggressive Russians you see on the movies, where I probably don't have to state the amount of stereotyping that goes on there, especially if it's made in America. Join us on our journey from South Africa to Russia. From here on, we want you to share with us every step towards creating a new life for ourselves in a totally strange country, the beautiful and misunderstood Russia.